Alright, it is November 13th, Friday the 13th. Ooh, good time to be out in the woods. And headed up to Hogpen Gap. It's going to be a women's backpacking weekend. I've got 7 friends that are joining me for various parts of this. And we're going to be going from Hogpen to Woody's on the Appalachian Trail. That's a really nice section when you have people with different time availabilities, because there's a lot of road crossings where people can join in later in the hike, or they can end their hike early. And so that's what we'll have, is a variety of different distances being hiked. But at least 4 of us are going to go from Hogpen to Woody's. And so I'm almost to Hogpen Gap. Along with the variability, we're all kind of starting at different times. 3 people started at 2:30. It's now almost 3:45 and I'm just now starting. And I suspect that I'm the last one to start. But we're just going 3 miles today. We're going to go to the top of Wolf Laurel Ridge and camp there. That's one of my favorite camping spots on the Appalachian Trail. So I'll get my pack ready and check back in with you. Hogpen Gap, we're at Hogpen Gap. Better than it was so far. Thru-hiker. I finished thru-hiking, or I did the thru-hike this summer and finished on August 30th. This is the 3rd weekend trip I've taken since I've been on the trail, and so it's nice to be back out. I'm about 1/3 of the mile in, and here is the sign showing the turnoff for the Whitley shelter. That shelter is 1.2 miles off the trail, and so it's one that most thru-hikers skip because it's too far off the trail. Let's see. So now I'm going to be climbing up Wildcat Mountain. So I'll take you with me for just a little bit. It's nice to be up here, not in the shade. It's not quite as cold, but easily at least 10 degrees cooler than it was in Atlanta. And it's supposed to get cooler. I believe tonight we will have temperatures in the 20s. I brought a thermometer with me so I could check on that, just for curiosity. And since it's a weekend trip, I'm not so concerned about the amount of weight that I'm carrying. My pack is right around 25 pounds, which for a winter pack for the weekend, I guess is okay. This summer, on my thru hike, my pack was rarely over 25 pounds, typically under. But I threw in an extra sleeping bag so that I could layer, so that I won't get cold tonight. Camera on until I get up here to the top, show you the view. So almost there, walking along a ridge, and then the trail will drop back down into Jarrard Gap and then climb again up to Jarrard Mountain, where there's another view. So this part of the trail, at least in the winter when you can see through the trees, has a lot of views within a very short period of time. So, see if you can see See that? This is one of the reasons that people like winter hiking. So you get more views. Also, fewer insects and fewer snakes. Win-win. It's just a little cold and your pack's a little heavier. Alright, we're starting to head back downhill now, so I will let you go and check in with you later. Alright, so I made it to the top of Cow Rock Mountain. Coming up just about the time the sun is starting to set. And really pretty view here. Still got about a mile to go to camp, so I have a feeling I may be doing a little bit of that in the dark. That's okay. I just saw a group of Amish people heading back down the trail. They had just hiked up here, and they said they hadn't seen any women backpackers. So that must mean that the 5 people I'm meeting tonight were past this point. That's good. Maybe they're all in camp, waiting on me. It is definitely getting chillier. Time to head to camp.
Hand warmers. Oh, that was smart.
All right.
I did too. And toe warmers and three pairs of gloves to later. I can't stand my fingers being cold.
So what's for dinner, Jackie?
Chili mac.
Chili mac. And who is this made by?
Oh, Jackie, you're so fine.
Mountain House, I believe.
Mountain House. And
It's the only one I like. I don't like the other ones.
okay, chili mac.
No, Mountain House.
Mountain House chili mac.
What's the other one? The other brand? I don't like them.
I don't know.
I don't even know, but it's not Mountain House.
Are y'all sharing, or you
Yes.
have?
We are sharing.
Okay.
Because we realized last time.
And I made sure this time to read the directions for cooking
That's always a good
and
idea.
make sure that it didn't require a skillet like my other meal.
She got it before.
Therefore, I had to share Jackie's meal.
And then we realized it's perfect. We don't need to because it was filling. I couldn't imagine eating the whole thing.
Cool. I've never made that mistake, but I've definitely added the wrong amount of water
Oh, yeah.
and made soup out of something that was supposed to be like pesto.
Oh, well, that looks
All right,
Are you on video?
we are. What's for dinner, Carolyn?
We're having a little soup.
A little soup.
Oh, there's
And
all
you're
far
splitting
over
this
here.
also?
Yes, we are splitting it.
All right, Jill, what do you think of your soup?
It's very good.
What flavor?
Cheesy potato?
Yeah.
Cheesy potato. Does it have a brand?
It's probably something that's really bad for you. I'm not sure.
All right, and
when someone else makes it.
there you go. I can agree with that. Martha, where's your dinner?
I ate it.
There's what used to be Martha's dinner. It looks like she licked it clean.
Man,
It was,
there's nothing left.
appears to have been ramen
And chicken.
and chicken and Fireball. Good dinner. Good dinner.
It was great.
All right, and I got here after everybody, so I'm about to cook mine. All right, so here's my dinner. I got it in the jet boil sole here, and it's ramen noodles, that brand of ramen noodles, and I've got some little soy worm things mixed in there with it to give it a little bit of protein, and so that is what's for dinner.
And it comes with your own shot glass.
I know. I was like, why do they have this fancy thing? And then I thought, I think this is a shot glass.
Uh-oh, I just spilled it.
Lisa really has the backpacking flask because it's the same flask, but she drew with Sharpie on it a mountain. That makes it backpacking.
It is so pretty.
She bummed she couldn't come.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I think she.
Good morning. The sun just peeked out over the ridge, and I'm in my tent. Having breakfast. Fixed coffee. Started. And Pop-Tarts. Yeah. So last night it was 28 degrees. It's 11 nights inside my tent. It's about 31 right now. And other people are starting to get up. So I guess I'm going to have to get out of my sleeping bag. But this is a nice way to eat breakfast here. We're hiking down into Jarrard Gap. See all that here? Swimming, backpacking. Woohoo! So we will lose 2 at Jarrard Gap and maintain 2 more after Blood Mountain somewhere. We made it here to Jarrard Gap, Walla SEE, and this is the only part of the trail that is covered. It goes right through the building here. And we're going to take a little break. Go into the store, get something to drink, and then we're going to head up Blood Mountain. We're videoing. There we go.
Oh, bye. It was nice meeting you. Nice to meet you.
Really good to talk to you.
Yeah, very nice meeting you. Oh, bye, Cog.
Bye-bye. Love ya.
It's already listed up. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. So glad y'all came out.
This was fun.
This was awesome. We'll do it again.
Thanks for all the tips.
All right.
All right, I hiked with the hiking rock stars.
Woo! You did great. Woo!
I got you. Because I would regret if I don't.
All right, later, Gators.
All right, enjoy.
All right. Go off into the sunset waving.
Water, stove,
Well, I think we're good.
food, blankies, gloves. Oh, fireball. And
No, I have tons of fireballs.
Bye, ladies. It was fun.
Bye.
There they go, down the Byron Reese Trail, off into the sunset. All right, almost to the top of Blood Mountain. We got a beautiful day, and if you look very carefully in that direction, you can see the skyline of Atlanta. That's how clear it is. So very cool. There's a lot of day hikers on the trail in this area, It's the 2 miles from Neal's Gap to the top of Blood Mountain have been pretty busy, but we expect that once we head down the other side, it'll get less busy again. And so this is what it looks like near the top. Should be able to go around a couple more corners and then be at the Blood Mountain shelter. And we just sat on a rock back there and had some lunch. It's about 1:15. And Carolyn and Jill and Martha are just up ahead. So we should see them up here at the top. Hi.
Hi. You need to watch, make sure your head is not hitting branches.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying?
What's the target? I
All
don't
over
even know.
stuff.
No, I might.
Alright. There's another look off. Looks like we got people camping down there and listening to the football game. So definitely not the wilderness up here today. But it's good that people are out enjoying. Hi.
I don't remember what it looks like.
Alright, and coming up on the shelter, there is the rock shelter. One of the older shelters on the trail. And the oldest in the state of Georgia. Where are you going?
We're looking for the mount marker.
Oh.
Mountain marker. You know where?
Ooh, I don't know.
I think it's right there.
You think so?
Oh, that's all right.
You don't think it's up there?
We'll be back.
Some.
Oh, you think it might be up there?
It may be. Alright, there's the front of the shelter. I don't know. You want to go up there?
No, that's fine.
Alright. I'm headed down.
Done. I'm going to go back to school and get some drafting experience. 'Cause I really wanted to do architecture, computer-aided design, that kind of stuff. And you know, so you go to school and you're like, shit, this is hard. So it's hard, but I still have no money. So I put an ad in the Yellow Pages. I don't like this shit. No, I don't like that shit. Put an ad in the Yellow Pages because I had 404 number of people.
Good morning. We're at Lance Creek. We stayed here last night. Got our tents. There's Martha's tent. And then the other two tents are down the other way. And I'm making my morning coffee. Gonna drink it laying in my sleeping bag, watching the sunrise. And I got Pop-Tarts for breakfast. So breakfast in bed. We had a good night. It didn't get quite as cold last night. I think the low was 36. It's about 38 degrees right now. But we did have a little bit of excitement. We had a tree fall. Let's see if I can show you out the other side of the tent. Right there. See that tree? Came down about midnight. Made a lot of noise. And luckily none of us had our tent set up right there. There was another flat spot right where it landed, and nobody chose to set up. If you look, you can see on the other side there, we have our other two tents, and Carolyn and Jill are out moving around. Not sure about Pam and Brenna. So, but a beautiful morning. So we got some blue skies to hike in. We hiked about 11.5 miles yesterday, and we're going to hike about 3 miles today, and then we'll be back to our car. So we hiked a total of about 17 miles this weekend. Just nice, easy days. And again, there were 8 women total, 6 each night. So it's been a fun weekend. And it looks like my coffee is just about ready, so I'll let you go so that I can enjoy my breakfast. All right, say good morning, Martha.
Good morning.
You can see the water down there, hopefully. Got to listen to that last night while I was sleeping.
Good chilly morning.
There goes Pam down to get some water. There's her.
See that side prison? It's really cool back there.
Yeah, it is. Big tree. Somebody's going to have some good firewood when they stay here. That was noisy. I had leaves and sticks hitting my tent. Middle of the night move. That's where Pam and Brenna were. That's where they are now.
You just took fate in our hands.
There you go.
Her head like this.
Right. That helped.
That would have done it.
That totally protected you. It was, and you know, after we set up, I showed Martha that tree because it was already leaning, and I was like, boy, I'm glad we didn't set up there. And now I'm really glad. Yeah, I think whoever would have been there would have survived, but they may have messed up their tent. But yeah, that's scary. I've seen a lot of trees that have been down, but I've never actually experienced one falling. I mean, that's a big tree.
Yeah, you're done. Now you don't have
That's it. Okay, so this is the trail to go down to get water. Let's see the blue blaze there. I was going to go for my second cup of coffee and was out of water, so I had to get out of my tent. Now that I'm out, it feels pretty good. It's about 38 degrees now. I'm warming up pretty quickly. So Pam and Brenna are already down here getting water. Check this out. Looks like they're pumping. Good morning, ladies.
Time to get the water.
There you go. I've already had...
the falling of the tree last night.
That was scary.
Crack, crack.
I can't believe y'all got up and moved.
Yeah, we did. It sounded like literally it
was
like
right there.
above us.
Yeah. Actually, I think it was closer to me than anybody, and I was like laying there thinking, I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't.
Listen to that tree over there.
Getting up and moving was not one of the options, though, that's for sure.
It was, either that or potentially get squished by a tree, and that's not how.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doing what I love.
Rather go a different way. All right, I'm going to sneak in here behind you and cross the creek.
So what kind of filtration system are you using?
I have a Sawyer squeeze. It's a filter that it just fits on the top of my bottle.
Oh, cool.
And so it got me through the summer. It was good. What type is that right there that you use?
MSR.
An MSR.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll interview you. Brenna has section hiked the AT all the way from Springer to Damascus.
Yep.
Any fun adventures? Trees falling on you?
That was the first time a tree almost fell directly on me. You got to get that in Georgia.
And have you done all of those solo hikes?
No,
No.
most of it hasn't been solo.
Okay.
Yeah, I usually go with one other person.
Okay. Male or female?
Female. Well,
Female.
no, that's not true. I did part of the Smokies with somebody that
Okay.
I ran into. I met him on the trail.
Okay.
A bunch of guys, and we really hit it off.
Part of my purpose in filming is to have more YouTube videos about women backpacking, because all of them are about men.
Yeah.
And so that's the reason for that question.
Oh, okay.
So,
One summer I went with my girlfriend. And on and off the whole time.
so what's the longest section you've done, like how many days that you were out?
Oh, 5 at a time?
5?
Yeah.
That's very reasonable.
Yeah.
Like I said yesterday, I think especially after I was like 2 months into my thru hike,
Yeah.
the section hikers were so much happier that I was like envious. It's like, doing this a month at a time really makes sense.
Yeah.
So, I don't know
If I
that,
could take off a whole month at a time, that would be good.
yeah. I mean, I think being able to do it like in 5 1-month hikes would be really cool.
Yeah.
So it gives you long enough to get into the trail community and get your legs, and but not so much that you're ready to go home and you feel like you got to stay out there.
You start eating bacon and
Yeah, we start eating things that you would never eat in real life and starving.
plates of chicken. at
So-
the cheese restaurant.
So, I mean, I had fun and everything, but yeah, after about 2 months, I was like, section hiking sounds like a lot of fun.
So if you did it over again, would you do the section hiking?
Well, if you ask me, like within a month of when I finished, I would have said yes, definitely section hike. But now that I'm a little bit further away from it, thru hiking's like, oh, that would be fun. So, but I hope I'll do the PCT section hikes, but it'll still be long section hikes.
So what was the other trail you did? The Tahoe Trail?
Tahoe Rim Trail.
Tahoe Rim.
Yeah, but that was like, we did that in 6.5 days.
Okay.
That's almost like a section hike to thru hike it.
Yeah.
So, but beautiful out there. If y'all ever get a chance to go out there, that is an awesome trail.
How long
So,
is it?
it's like 175 miles, and I think 30-ish miles are with the PCT. So,
That part of it was
yeah,
some where along there, right?
yeah. So, but just gorgeous mountain lakes and scenery, and
In the summer or
in August. Yeah, you have to do it in the summer because there's snow otherwise. So, like, yeah, I don't think you could do it before mid-June.
okay.
So there's a limited amount of time you can actually be on there. So, all right, going for my second cup of coffee here.
In the bag.
All right, Miss Martha, what did you have for breakfast this morning?
oatmeal, protein powder, and pecans. And I can say pecans because I'm from Eastern North Carolina.
Well, there you go. And Joe, what did you have for breakfast this morning?
We are still waiting on it to warm up.
Okay, what is it?
Scrambled eggs, bacon, or sausage, and something else.
And this is Mountain House?
Bag. Yep.
Out of a bag. Breakfast out of a bag. Mmm.
Bag. What did you have?
I had Pop-Tarts. Cinnamon swirl Pop-Tarts. And coffee.
Just a weekend treat for you?
Yes. Yes. I don't normally eat Pop-Tarts, except for on the trail.
All right, you
Yeah.
can do it yourself.
Fine, you want to interview me?
What's your name?
My trail name is Cashmere.
What's your regular
My
name?
regular name is Susan.
Okay. All right, I'm finished.
Okay, we're heading out of camp. And here we are. Good morning. Can you see everybody? Yay! Last morning of the backpacking trip.
Wait for the caboose.
Alright, we've gone a couple of miles this morning and we're almost to Preacher's Rock, which is a really nice overlook. So I think we're gonna stop there for just a mid-morning snack and maybe take some nice pictures at the overlook of us. And then we'll head on down to our cars and our fun weekend backpacking will be over. So, but it's been great weekend. Good friends, good weather, and I think everybody's had a really good time. And it looks like we've got some company at Preacher's Rock. Some locals that are out on their day hikes.